Let's give it up for Dr. Michael Knight.
All right, we're so excited to be here for the 5th annual Purpose and Passion in Pink Luncheon. I remember 5 years ago when we first were here and how much we've grown. Thank you for continuing to support the organization as well as continuing to support the work that we're doing. We want to give a little bit of an update on what the Renewing Health Foundation has continued to do in the community. Many of you all will pay your tickets to come here or make donations. So it's so important as our stakeholders for you to be aware of the work that we are doing. One of the things that we want to talk about is the program around Purpose and Passion in Pink. And so for many of you, remember this started in 2016 out of the recognition of a need for health education around breast cancer awareness in the African-American and Latina communities in particular, as well as the larger society. What we know is that Black women continue to be affected disproportionately when we think about breast cancer. And so we know that at the same stage of diagnosis, Black women are almost 40% more likely to die from breast cancer from the majority counterparts. And we also know that Latina women, oftentimes, though their mortality rates are not as high, they're often diagnosed with more advanced breast cancer at the same time of diagnosis. So we wanted to get into the community and talk about how can we educate people about breast cancer awareness, but also about treatment, about diagnosis, and then celebrate with our survivors. How many survivors do we have again? Let's see those hands again. Let's hear it for the survivors who are here. So a couple of years ago, we transitioned. First, we were just raising money, but then we said, you know what? Why don't we celebrate life? And so that has been our theme for the past 2 years, celebrating life with our survivors who are here. And I think if you haven't been here before, just wait for the celebration of life walk that's coming.
We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we are celebrating. Somebody say celebrate. We are celebrating survival, awareness, and the great work of this foundation.
I see a show of hands of all those here who have been affected by any cancer at all.
I would just really like to mention to you that this organization sees the amount of hands that were raised earlier. And its entire goal is to reduce the amount of those hands that had to go up. And so we are hoping that you will also raise your hands in a pledge to help stamp out the burden of this disease.
Every day, research is being done. And one of the things we're excited about, just as a little nugget, is some new therapies that have come out. It's something called immunotherapy. Anyone heard of that before, immunotherapy? So immunotherapy allows your body's immune system to find the cancer cells, attack it, and leave the good cells alone, okay? And that is what we're seeing, and we're seeing such good outcomes for stage 3 and stage 4 cancer that used to be a death sentence that now has that opportunity. So your commitment to cancer research and education is paying off, and we're seeing benefit there.